In this video, we're going to take a look at the placing of MEP components into a Revit project. The process is very similar to placing architectural content. The big difference is that we will be using the Systems tab, and the items that we will be placing will have MEP connections on them. First, let's take a look at some mechanical components. I am in an HVAC plan, and I want to put in some air terminals. So I will select the Systems tab, then choose the Air Terminal command from the HVAC panel. As with architectural components, I'll use the type drop-down to choose the one that I want. In this case, I'll accept the supply diffuser. Often we think of these supply diffusers as being on the ceiling, but this is not a ceiling hosted item. I actually have to put in the elevation value here, so I'm going to set in an elevation of 9 feet and enter, and then I'll just simply click somewhere to the middle of this lab to place the component. Once again, as you can see, it has an MEP connection specifically for the supply air. I'll go ahead and choose a return diffuser as well. While I changed the type, it did not retain the elevation, so I'll also set this to 9 feet and click to place it in the lower corner of the room. And then I'll press escape. So once again, this one also has a connection for this time for the return system. I'm also going to place boiler down here in this lower mechanical electrical room. So this time I'm going to use the mechanical equipment command. And for my type, I am going to choose boiler standard. And this particular one can snap onto the wall using my nearest snap, like so. Let's take a look at the placing of some electrical components as well. I'll switch to an electrical ceiling plan here. You can see I already have a ceiling grid. This time, still on the Systems tab, I'm going to go to the electrical panel and choose lighting fixture. I will choose the type of light that I want, in this case the 2x4 277. And once again, we often think of ceiling hosted items. This particular one you can see is not allowing me to place it, and that is because we have to choose the Place on Face option in our ribbon. Now I can place this light fixture. I can press the tab key to rotate around. Then I can place a copy and continue placing additional copies as needed. Typically in an architectural model, we will see the light fixtures in the ceiling plans, but we won't see them on the floor plans. It's a little different in an MEP plan. If I go to the first floor lighting plan, I can still see these light fixtures. And what I want to do now is place a little switch here. So still on the Systems tab, in the electrical panel, I'm going to choose the device drop-down and then choose lighting device. By default, it's set to a single pole switch, and I want to make sure that I set the height correctly. If it comes in at 0, it's going to be on the floor. So I want to make sure that elevation is set to 4 feet, and I'll click to place it to the inside of this door here. Finally, let's take a look at the placing of some plumbing components. I'll switch to my plumbing plan here, and I'm just going to simply add a toilet and a lavatory to the men's room here. But once again, on the Systems tab, I'm going to this time look for the plumbing and piping panel, and I'm going to choose plumbing fixture. I'm going to choose one of my wall-mounted water closets here. And this particular one is wall hosted, so I'm going to click on the wall to place it. As you can see, it has the MEP connections this time for some plumbing. Next, I'm going to place a lavatory, but it's not actually loaded, so just like with architectural models, I'm going to load family, and then browse for where this one would be located at. So I'll start by going to the plumbing folder. Many of these folders have an architectural folder and an MEP folder. The MEP folder is the one that we want because those models are going to have the MEP connections. Double click on the fixtures, then lavatories, and I will load in the lavatory oval. Once it's been loaded, I'll select the size that I want, in this case 25 by 20 inches public. Then I can go ahead and place it on the wall opposite the toilet. I can't quite align it originally here, so I'm just going to place it and escape, and then I will click and drag it up until I see the alignment line come into play there. Once again, we can see MEP connections, this particular one has the sanitary or the drain, then it has cold water and hot water in it. In future lessons, we'll explore these even more, but that wraps up our introductory look at placing MEP components in Autodesk Revit.